Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And, shit is hitting the fan worldwide, man. Alright? So news coming out of Sri Lanka is that the people have had enough of the economic collapse over there. Remember a couple of weeks back, the leader of the country, the president, said that the economy has completely collapsed, and this was like a week or two ago, right? So there was and they started rationing the things that regular citizens could buy, like gasoline and fuel, were only allowed to government officials and people that work for the military. All right, so that people had enough of their unrighteous decrees and economic collapse, so they stormed the president's palace, man. All right, so I just put in Sri Lanka in Twitter, and one of the first results was this one, and it says governments everywhere get ready to run. We are coming for you all. And this woman, who was perceived to be an American, posted this, man. She's London and USA based. All right. So yeah, so she posted something else from Albania about how they're protesting too, man. So everywhere in the world it's going crazy, man. Not going crazy, but people are getting fed up, man. All right. And the shit hasn't officially hit the fan yet, man. But it's bubbling to the top, man. This place is circling the drain.
Is it crazy though?
Now Sri Lanka has a population of I believe about 20 million. All right, so we're looking at thousands upon thousands of people at this presidential palace. So this is a chunk of the population right here, man. Even if it's only 0.5% or 1% of the population, that's still a huge amount of protesters, man. Considering the ratio, right? If 1% of the population of Babylon started protesting in one area, that'll be almost 3-4 million people, man. All right, so it is a lot of people when you have 1% of the population congregating in one place protesting, man. All right, but again, they're crying out to government officials instead of crying out to the Lord, man. All right, let's jump over to Second Ezra chapter 15. I'm gonna start at verse 15. I'll start verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Now this is the prophecy of, civil war and destruction, man. Yeah, on the World War II, it says one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. All right. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Now, presidents are modern day kings, modern day princes, man. So if you are running up into the presidential palace, you're not regarding the laws, you're not regarding who's in charge anymore, man. All right. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what we're seeing in Sri Lanka now, man. Even though they're raiding the presidential palace now, it's only a matter of time before they start invading, their neighbors' houses and so on and so forth. And just because this is happening across, across the waters and across the ocean on the other side of the world, don't think it's not coming to America. Because this is coming to America, man. This is just a foreshadowing of the things to come, the things to befall Babylon, man. All right, so let me jump over to Matthew chapter 12. Matthew 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. All right, and this is what's going to happen to America. This place is so divided it cannot stand. Any house that's divided can't stand, man. All right, in this place you got the juice versus the unjuiced. You got left wing versus right wing. You got pro life versus pro choice. You got so on and so forth, man. Everything about this place is all about division. Rich versus poor. That is gonna be haves versus have-nots, man. And when the majority of the people have not, they're gonna start invading each other, man. All right. All hell is about to break loose, and we're seeing glimpses of it across the four corners of the earth. But people are not taking heed to the prophecies of the prophets, man. Let me jump over to Ezekiel chapter 12. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Ezekiel 12, starting at verse 26. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are afar off. So this is 2/3 basically saying, oh, the prophets are talking about something that's going to happen years from now. All right, the same things our grandparents were saying, right? The Lord ain't come back since. So the Lord ain't come back for 100, 200 years now, man. We ain't going to see it in our lifetime, man. But if you read up, it says, in your days shall I perform it. Actually, you know what? Start jump up to Ezekiel 12 and 25. I'll start at 21. Ezekiel 12 and 21. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? And it's crazy because Israelites still say the same thing today, man. All right? They'll call the scriptures the white man Bible, but in the scriptures, the so-called white man is going into captivity. So if it was the white man's book, why didn't he take that part out, man? All right? Do they believe these things are false and they're so-called written by man, quote unquote, right? But everything is written by man. The Most High uses men to fulfill his will, man. All right? But yeah, Jake still say this today, thinking that these prophecies aren't coming to pass, but they are, man. All right, Ezekiel 12 and 23. Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. Most High is going to stop Jake from running their mouths about the Lord, man. Because really, if you doubt in the prophecies, you doubt in the Lord. All right, verse 24. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh. All right, so in your days will these prophecies be fulfilled, man. All right. Verse 26, Ezekiel 12 and 26. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, There shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh. And some of the words that were spoken by Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is the destruction of the virgin daughter of Babylon, right? And the whole world sees it, man. The whole world senses it. The whole world senses that something is coming, man. Right? Because, again, going back to what this woman tweeted, governments everywhere get ready to run. So it's like a worldwide sedition among men. All right? But it's going to be, all hell's going to break loose, the worst in America, the fallen, man. But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and Abad Babal.